kingdom of East Anglia saw the birth of their great...
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. I don't know why this knocked the other camera out, but I will compensate for that, that's for sure. We're going to do a little thing that I've come up with. Hopefully you guys can hear me and see me. Well, first of all, you can't see anything. You have to... I'm going to have to just kind of get over here like this for a bit to explain what's going on here. My other camera here died out. Go figure, right? Typical channel. So we are going to play a little homebrewed Warhammer Quest 95. The reason I'm doing this is I want to show you the versatility of this game and why, you know, people always wonder, why is this considered one of the greatest games ever made? You can do just about anything with it, and that's the beauty of it. The role-playing book helps you out a lot. You can twist the rules enough where you can do just about anything, and that's the beauty of this tremendous game, is what you do with it. Now, our heroes went into a town, and of course they go to rest after a long travel, and a group of citizens say, hey, listen, we're being terrorized by this necromancer, and we'll pay anything if you guys can do this. You know, the rest of our town folk are afraid, and a lot of them just never returned. That went, and we'll give you anything in our town. And of course, our weary adventurers accept, because hey, that's what they do. Just go around trying to get as much gold and everything that they can. They go down into the dungeon, and it is completely empty until they run into the necromancer himself. The wizard, very hesitant, doesn't understand this whole situation. They fight, which is a pretty easy battle, and finally, with the killing blow, the barbarian runs his sword through the necromancer. As he's bleeding out and his life is leaving him, the fallen necromancer does nothing but laugh and say, "You fools, you have no idea what you've done. Now you have to try to find your way out of here. Good luck finding the key to the door, and good luck getting out of here. But this isn't the end. I can promise you that." And as he bleeds, he reaches onto the altar, and his blood goes into the fire pit, which the fire raises and causes an incredible glow. And that incredible glow causes the necromancer to disappear. Completely gone. Of course, the barbarian beating his chest as ever, and once the fire dies down, they notice a bunch of treasure upon the floor, in which they pick up, and that's where we'll pick up. As the barbarian's beating his chest and claiming a great victory, and once again they can't wait to get back to town, because they'll find their way out of here. The wizard looks at him and goes, "Listen, big dummy, I don't think this is going to be as easy as it was. And there's more to this than seems." So we pick up there, down on our little thing, where our fallen necromancer, who has disappeared and left behind some treasure cards. And this is where we pick up our heroes as they are going to go out. Now, they've already explored through this dungeon and nothing was there. The rule changes here is that they are going to work their way out, knowing that they have to go in each room to try to find a way out. Knowing that they're looking for some kind of key or some kind of... try to figure out what's going on and what they can find out as far as their... as far as trying to find a way out. Knowing that these rooms and everything was too easy, according to the wizard, he insists that they go through and check all these rooms. Alright, so number one, I just want to set this camera back up because my other camera decided to die out as usual. because that's what happens here on Rob's Tabletop World, right? Nothing could be easy. All right, so let me just bring this down a little bit. So all the rules are going to be pertained, except that we're not going to be drawing a dungeon tile. We're going to go through our phases, which is our power phase, then to our warrior phase, where there's going to be movement, and then the monster phase, where once we head into a room, the monsters will get their chance to go, and then our exploration phase. All right, during the phase, the warriors may try to determine what lies behind the unexplored doorways. Okay, which, good luck, as I say. All right. Let me just check one thing. I want to make sure that we get everything right here. All right, we got our hit charts. We got all that. There's going to be some different monsters in here, and our exploration phase would be, or actually gets eliminated from this. So just bear with the couple of twists in the rules, but it will not take away from what is probably one of the greatest games that has ever been made, and that's for sure. All right, we're going to start here. So the first thing that we do is we roll our power phase, okay? And that's a power 6. Boy, I hope that doesn't get wasted. So what happens is our first phase is that we get 6 power to our wizard. Our wizard has a fireball for attack, heal wounds for healing, and then confuse for defense. So 3, 6. Boy, that's a tough. That's going to go there, and he has to use that power because every turn something's going to happen. Now, I have a special chart that we're not going to show you guys, of course. And I believe our barbarian has 1 luck, and our dwarf has 1 luck. All right, they can use that for rerolls. Okay, and the other thing is that we get 4 treasure cards. 1, 2, 3, 4 after defeating the necromancer. So what do we got here? We've got a potion of battle. When drunk, this potion gives your warrior +1 attack for 1 turn. Okay. We have let's give that to the barbarian, I think. We have an ogre slayer. This brutal broadaxe blade axe is a powerful weapon, almost certainly of dwarf origin. While using this axe, your warrior gets +2 strength, +3 if he's a dwarf. Well, it would make sense if we gave it to the dwarf. That'd be huge. That'd be better than his great axe, that's for sure. His strength would be 3. +3, that would bring him up to a strength 6. Enemy's weapons count. Okay, and then we have a surefire bow. This adds 4 strength and adds +2 to the welder's hit roll. Well, that's obviously elf. And then we have an orb of power. Wow, boy, use once, then recharge. Okay, so he can use this once. It'll give him D6 power points when you need it the most. Okay, so we'll give that to him. All right. So that takes care of that. So now we'll begin our turn. Good morning, Rob. Unfortunately, I'm at work, so I'll have to listen to the playthrough. That's all right. Hear you loud and clear. Thank you. Good to see if play to hurts. More powerful his blows is more likely, and more likely he is to wound his opponent. Okay, I just want to check a quick roll because I'm going off my memory once again, and that's bad. Okay, there we go. All right, I just got to read something real quick, and then we'll get going here. When he strikes a blow, hand to hand. Okay, weapon skill. He needs to throw wounds. Add the attacker's strength to the score. That's what it is. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so let me just put that in here. Well, this is going to be pretty brutal. Okay, so now they're going to try to work their way out of here. We're going to go in our first turn. We've already rolled our power phase, and our barbarian has a move of 4. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our dwarf has a movement of 4. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then our wizard, and then our elf. Now, I'm going to do things a little differently. Normally, we would scout ahead, draw the card, and see what comes in here. Okay? But for this, because this has already been explored, we're going to roll on a chart and see what happens. And on a roll of 1, nothing. So nothing happens in this corridor. So now they've got a couple different ways that they can go, and they are going to choose to go, because I don't know what's in these rooms. I actually have a chart, and also we'll be drawing from the event deck for certain rooms. Okay, because there's different types of monsters that I've decided to put in here. All right, so let's see, where do we want to go? I think we're going to go. If we go 4, we can go 1, 2, and then stop there and explore the room. Or check, see what's ahead, because he has the lantern. He will look ahead. All right. Well, let's try this room first. Okay. So it's going to be 1, 2, and then because he has the lantern, he's going to look ahead, and I'm going to roll to see what shows up. We're going to. It is a 2, so we're going to draw an event card. Okay. And great. It is a trap in there. All right. Roll d6 for each warrior. All right. Now, let me just check one thing. He illuminates, and he can check what's in that room. Okay. Well, actually, I can move everybody up first. So he's going to go into that room, and during the monster phases, that's when we would do that. We would pull that because we want to make sure everybody gets hit pretty hard. Okay, so that would be 4, 4. We go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Because our wizard has a movement of 4. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and now the trap would activate here. So roll 1d6 for each warrior. If the warrior with the lowest score has set off a trap, roll 1d6 on the following table. All right. So for our barbarian, 3. Our dwarf, 1. He may have done it. 5 for the wizard. And 2 for the elf. So the dwarf has set off the trap. So let's see what happens here. I'm going to change cameras real quick before we find out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to move up here a little bit. And then we're going to zoom right in. There we go. All right, so now we can kind of keep up with things. All right, so let's roll a d6 and see what happens here. It is going to be a 3. The pit opens in the floor, and your warrior plummets into the rocky floor below. He takes 2d6 wounds and can only escape the party if the party has the rope of levitation. Well, we have a rope. has the rope. Oh, the rope or levitation, so he can escape. So he's going to take the 2d6 and escape that. Fortunately, we have the rope. The dwarf does have the rope, and we don't have the spell of levitation. Let's see what we end up with. He is going to take 6 wounds. Not good. Not good. So let's see here. Oh, and I forgot to roll the power, because that would have been worse. Okay, that we have a power of 5 for that thing. So he takes 6. He has 13. Let me just put this here. He has 13, so now he's down to 7. So, yeah, not good. Not good at all. What a way to start the game, right? Our dwarf takes a beating. Now, does that go against it? Can he subtract his toughness from that? I think he could. So let's say he takes 3. So we'll bring him down to 10. All right, I'm going to write this down. 10. All right. Again, this is a little bit of a homebrew thing that we've got cooking here. All right, so let's roll for power. Let's see what happens here. That's going to be 3. That's not going to help us much. So there was nothing in that room. And we're going to start with the wizard. He's going to turn and he's going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Our elf is going to move 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because we want our warrior and our dwarf to get in front here. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. So they're kind of like all over the place. So now, just zoom out a hair here. So far no encounters yet. And we dealt with the trap. We're going to roll for, we rolled for power. We're going to roll for power again. He couldn't cast anything. That's a 5, which we're going to put that there. I'm going to remove one of these. The first thing I think we're going to do is cast. Let's move him up first. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then 4 into this room. Then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remember, he has the lantern. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Our wizard, before he does that, he's going to cast Heal Wounds. Okay? And he's going to cast it onto our dwarf. And that's going to give him 2 wounds back. So he's going to go up to 12. So I'll write that down as 12. Question: with the success of Hero Quest reissue, do you think Hasbro will do a Hero Quest Advance reissue? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it runs into some weird stuff here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to roll on our table and see what we're going to pull here. 6. That's another event card. Okay. Before the warriors lies a dead barbarian, lying in a pool of blood. Clutched tightly to his chest is a bag. Roll 1d6 for each warrior. The warrior with the lowest score must take the bag. Roll, and then roll on here. Oh, great. All right. Boy, this is just bad. Okay, 6 for our warrior. 2 for our dwarf. He can't take another beating like that. 1 for the wizard. And 4 for the elf. So it's a wizard. So here we go. Let's see what he ends up with. 3. Trap. A spear shoots out of the wall and inflicts wounds on the warrior who took the bag. The bag turns out to be empty. Oh, great. Alright, let's see what we end up with here. That's a 3. Not bad. That could have been a lot worse. So the wizard, who has a health of man, I don't know if they're going to make it through here. All right, so nothing in that room now. So we're going to roll for our power. That's a 1, so we're going to pull an event card. And it is going to be, wait a minute, okay, dead body. That goes there. On a 1, the power, no, there is no power. And the floor of this room is littered with bones and skulls, with a glint of gold underneath. As the warriors collect the gold, roll 1d6. Alright. That's a 6. Each warrior on this board section finds 2d6 times 10 gold. In addition, draws 1 treasure card. Oh, that was pretty lucky. So something actually good happened instead of getting pounded out. So let's roll for our warrior first. He finds 2d6. So that's 5. He finds 50 gold. So we're going to mark that down for our warrior, 50. And then for the dwarf, he finds 70. For the wizard, who took a beating, he finds 70. And 80 for the elf. Not bad. You can always use gold. So now we're going to draw a card here. Sword of Heroes. This sword shines with the undimmed fire of righteousness. Smite down evil wherever it may be found. This sword causes an extra 3d6 wounds when used against monsters with toughness of 6 or more. Okay. So I think we give that to our barbarian, which makes sense. All right. All right. So now monster phase, which we already did. Then now we don't do the exploration phase. We go right around to our power phase. Okay. Let's see if we can get something decent here. That's going to be 3, which really doesn't help out our wizard much. Okay, he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Our elf is going to go 1, 2. That's going to take care of him. Our barbarian is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's going to go right there. No vent in the hallway. But if we scout ahead, possibly there could be a vent there. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll for our next power phase, because there is no monster phase. That board looks really good for that year's production. It sure does. And remember, we're not following every rule of Warhammer Quest here, but I'm just showing you the flexibility that this game possibly could have. This is pretty much a made-up thing by me. Just, doing what I do, just being a fool. And I came up with it overnight, and I wanted to try it out. I didn't play test it or anything like that. So it could, it does have its little flaws here that I'm already finding. But it's just something quick to kind of do something different instead of the same old running through the thing, which is fine. But I wanted to try to show you the flexibility that you can have with this fantastic game. So let's move this down a little bit here, and then let's zoom out. There we go. All right. So our warrior is going to go first, and he's going to come through here. Now, when he comes through here, we're going to roll on our event table like we do every time. And we're going to roll. And it is going, let me check my chart here. That's a 4. It is going to be skeletons. Skeletons are going to show up. How many skeletons? Roll D6. There are going to be 3 skeletons that are going to be in the back of this room. And one more here. There we go. We got 3 skellies there. Now these do not come with the base game, but the best thing about this rule book is that you can have skeletons at any level. Is this easy to learn? Never played it. Yes, it is. And I really suggest that if you cannot get your hands on this, go to Steam and download Warhammer Quest, the game. It plays exactly the way this game plays. All right, so that was 1 move from him. So he can move up 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now he's going to attack. And the skeletons have, let's see, because they are level, those are level, yep, okay. So we're going to run into those, and what we're going to have here are skeletons that have a weapon skill of 2. Alright, so 2. So that means I need a 3 to hit them. Alright. Let's go 3, 2. Yep. So he has a special rule. Each turn, before he fights, there is a chance the barbarian may go berserk. Roll a dice and add +1 to the score for every slain model on the adventure record sheet. If the total score is 6 or more, the barbarian goes berserk until the combat is over. While berserk, he gets 1 extra attack every turn. However, if he rolls a 1, then regardless of how many monsters he has, oh yeah, that's not good. Let's hope that we don't roll a 1 here. 6. Ooh. So he does go berserk. So he gets +1 attack right there. All right, let's see what happens. He needs a 3. All right, so to hit him, he needs a 3. 2. That's not going to do it. He does get 1 extra attack. 2 again. So he completely whiffs. That's awesome. Next is our dwarf. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you remember, he has a special rule with the great axe. He gets 1 attack. The dwarf rolls an extra dice for wounds and chooses the highest score. He adds his strength as normal. If he rolls double, he adds both up together. Okay, cool. Now, the skeletons have a... Hold on here. Forgive me, folks. Oops. Wrong page. No underwear. The skeletons have... How many wounds do they have? They have... Skeletons have 5 wounds, which makes them pretty freaking nasty. They have a toughness of 3. So they're going to be subtracting 3 from that. And they also have, which makes them really, really nasty, armed with bows, nope, swords. They could cause 5. They could cause fear. We're going to stay away from the fear here, but we are going to try to attack this first one here. He does have... He's got a great axe there. I believe if he rolls 1... I'm not sure. It's attacking at... Okay, there we go. All right. So let's see if we can get a decent roll here, which would be nice. 4. Weapon skill 2. Okay, he hits. So what he's going to do, he has the Slayer Axe. So he's going to get +3 to his strength. So he's going to do strength 3. He's going to do 3 plus an additional 3. So he's going to do 6. And then he adds his strength as no. Okay, the dwarf rolls an extra dice for wounds. So we're going to roll to see how many wounds he does with his great axe. That is going to be 6 plus 3 plus an additional 3. It's 12 minus 3 for their toughness. So 12, that's 8. So he's killed 1 skeleton. All right, so he gets a notation that he killed a skeleton. 1 skeleton. And they are worth, skeleton are worth, skeletons are worth 80 gold. So that's like 80 experience. All right. I'm going to write that down. He also gets, if he causes a death blow, he gets to take 1 shot at this skeleton. So let's see if he can do that. 2. No, he misses. All right. Next, we do have power. I rolled power of 6. I know that. Oh, no, it was yeah. Let me make sure I rolled my power. Whatever. Okay, 3. So he's got a power of 3. So he's the wizard's going to come up, and he's going to cast Confuse. Pick any monster on the same board of the section as the wizard. This turn, it loses 1 attack. So we're going to pick this skeleton right here. He's going to lose his attack. So we're going to use 3 of our power to cause that. Okay? So he loses 1 attack. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Our elf is going to come in. He has a ballistic skill of 4+. Whenever opponent, each turn the elf may either shoot with his bow or attack with his sword. The bow causes 1d6 plus 3 wounds when they strike. Let's see if we can hit. He needs to roll a 3. So he's going to add his strength, but +2 to the roll to hit. Alright, let's see if he can hit him. We just 6, that's going to be a hit. We would add +2 to that, but that doesn't matter. He's going to roll d6 plus 3 wounds. Let's see if he can kill this guy right here. All right. That is a. That's going to be 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 2 to the hit roll. That is going to be 9. Subtract. Toughness of 3. That means that it's going to be 6. So he's going to kill 1. So this guy does not get to go. So we're going to continue on with our monster phase here. Hold on here. Let me mark down the elf. 1 Skelly. He's going to get 80 for that. So that guy's gone. So now it would be the monster's turn. The monster will move up, but he does nothing. Okay. Because he cannot attack because he is confused. Okay. And once he's confused, then he has to, he cannot fight. All right. Moving and fighting. Okay, bear in mind that monsters are pinned in place. This is the first roll attack. Okay, so now we go back to The warrior, our barbarian, he's going to try to roll. He's going to roll for berserk. Remember, that's a 3, so nothing happens. He does not go berserk. So now he needs a 3 to hit, and he rolls a 1, which is a complete fail. Our dwarf, our barbarian, is worth nothing right now. All right, and he's going to get a 3, which hits. Then he is going to roll damage, which is d6, 5 plus his strength, which is 3, plus 3 for the ogre slayer, which is going to be 12, which is more or less going to just kill this skeleton. So we're going to get these skeletons out of the way. So he's killed 2 skeletons, and he gets another 80 gold for that. These 2 are going to forfeit their turn. They're not going to move because they're pretty much pinned in there. And we are going to continue on here. Hey Rob, this is great. Perhaps consider doing a similar live stream with Dungeon Universalis. I could very well do that because that is another great game. Warhammer Quest 1 or 2 on stream. I start with Warhammer Quest 1. The sequel plays a little bit differently, but definitely... Oh, Daniel answered already. Well, look at Daniel. Thank you, bro. Yeah, definitely start with 1. You're going to find that it does everything that you expect it to. All right, so we're going to go back to our warrior phase where we're going to move. Our power phase, excuse me. We're going to roll for power. Hopefully not another event. Nope. 3 power. So I'm going to make sure that he has 3 power. We can use this at any time. I just don't know when I want to use it. All right. Let's put that aside. And let's move up into here 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, hold. He went through there. So the minute you come through here, I want to pull an event card, or I want to roll for my event and see what happens. So we're going to pull an event card, and oh great, Scorpions Swarm. Is this a special form of monster and it's attacked? Scorpion Swarm is a special form of monster, and it attacks is resolved immediately. Random determine which warrior is attacked by the swarm. There are 12 scorpions in the swarm, but they are very small. They are not represented by miniatures on the board. Roll the warrior's normal damage dice, 1d6 plus strength, to see how many scorpions he kills with his attack. The number rolled is the number of scorpions he kills. Each scorpion killed is worth 5 gold. Any scorpions that are left inflict 1 wound each, with no modifiers for toughness or armor. Ooh, okay. The scorpion swarm then scuttles away, and this card is discarded. Okay, so roll your warrior. Do I pick? Oh, randomly determine which warrior. Okay, so we're going to randomly determine which warrior before we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to roll a d4. That's why I always keep this d4 here, in case we need some. And it is 2. So that's going to be our dwarf. So it's, plus, so he's got that sword, which will help him. So it's d6, 4, plus his 3, which is 7, his strength, plus the axe, which is another 3, so that's going to kill 10. So he kills 10, he gets 5 gold each for that, so he's going to get 50 gold for that. All right, boy, he's racking up some points here. 50. Okay. So he's going to rack that, but he's going to take 2 hit points for that. Alright, so he's down to 10. That can't be cool. Alright, so now we'll continue on with our movement. So he went 1, 2, he went 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he's going to go 4. And then these guys are going to follow up behind him. Alright. So it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder for them than when they walked in here, because they just walked in here and there was no problem. I'm waiting for my Kickstarter, so now I only see YouTube content on it. What? I would love to see Dungeon Universalis. Yeah, we'll get there. Let me see what I can do. It's one of those weeks where I'm trying to just really just have some fun and do some things a little bit different. So let's see what we can do. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to move forward. So we skip. We got to go right to our power phase. 2. Thank God nothing bad happened there. So he's going to move up here. But because he has the lantern, he's going to be able to scout ahead into this room. They think they're almost out of here. Okay? And the barbarian said, see, this was easy. This was a piece of cake. But they scout ahead and they see in the shadows here. There's something going on. Something that they really didn't expect. And much to their chagrin, they see something moving on the floor and they can't figure out what it is. What could it be? Folks, we can see it. And as the lantern shines on the light, there are spiders. But not just any spiders. There's 5 spiders. And the brood mother herself, who's guarding the gate. And in a sinister voice, she says, did you think you were... Yeah, first of all, I'm not going to do it. Go... The spider is able to talk because it is a giant spider. It says, my children and I will not let you eat. We will feast on your bones, and you will never leave. You've killed our master, and we will guard and protect and slay those that have slain him, for he shall rise yet again. Wizard just looks at the barbarian and goes, I told you something wasn't right here. I told you something wasn't right here. Now we have to try to slay this giant spider and her children in hopes to get out of here. And what did she mean by he will rise again? What does that mean? Is there more to come? Can we even get out of here? Can we survive this? I guess there's only one way to find out. Oops, I wanted to put this guy back here. That's what I want to do, surrounding the mom. There we go. Hold on. That one goes there. That's the way I want to do it. Because mom's protected. So now, okay, 2d6 giant spiders, and that is a gigantic spider, which we're going to. It's going to have a little bit different things. So now we're going to roll for power once again. 5. Okay, perfect. So our first guy that is going to come through is going to be our barbarian. Remember, we have to roll for our barbarian to see if he can get through this. All right. That is a 6. That is a 6, and that means that he's going to go berserk. So he has a chance to hit them. The giant spiders and the mammoth spider, okay. The giant spider has a weapon skill of 2. And with a weapon skill of 2 against our barbarian, hold on, where's our barbarian? Okay, there we go. He needs a 3. So let's see if he can get a 3 here. 5. That's going to hit that spider. And he is going to do with his Sword of Heroes. They do not have a toughness of... What is their toughness? The spiders have a toughness of 2. So it's going to be... His sword causes D6. D6 plus 4. Okay. And how many wounds do they have? They have 1 wound. All right. So all we have to do is just roll anything but. And a 5. That's going to kill him. Oh, that's going to tick off Mama Spider big time. And then we're going to roll against this one. Let's see if we can hit. Because he has Berserk, he's going to hit. And then we're going to roll. And 2 plus 4 is 6. Minus the 2. That's going to kill that one too. So 2 spiders killed for the barbarian. He finally gets on the board. He finally gets on the board, surprisingly. And that is going to be 2 spiders. I've just got to put 2 spiders at 15. So that's 30. Okay. Oh, he's not making a lot of gold. That's for doggone sure. Our dwarf is the next up. He's going to come in and go 1, 2. And he's going to try to hit the big spider. Now, the big spider is really nasty because he is a level 2. And his weapon skill is... Hold on here. Just bear with me. Yes, he has a weapon skill of 3. So weapon skill of 3. He needs a 3. And he needs to defeat that. So he needs to get a 3. Let's see if he can get it. That is a 1, which is a complete fail. So he misses. Next, I think we're going to have 1, 2, our elf come in. And on a weapon skill of 2, is going to shoot at this spider here. Well, actually, this spider, they're going to shoot at the big spider. And see if he can take him out. 2, that's going to miss as well. And through the doorway here, with a power of 5, pick 2 squares. He's going to cast a fireball. And the fireball automatically, we're going to pick 2 squares. So because he's so huge, it's going to go in there. He has, our spider there has a, has 15 wounds. So what's going to happen? And a toughness of 2. So he's going to attempt to, with the fireball, it does 1d6 plus 2 wounds. All right, let's see what happens here. That's going to be 3. He has a toughness of 2, so he takes 1. So he's down to 14. Wow, that was impressive. Wow, they didn't get much done there. Now it is the monster phase, and they are going to, this one's going to move up here. This one's going to move here. This one's going to move all the way back here. And then the big mama there is going to attack, of course, our dwarf. So let's roll for that first one. Okay, the small one there, hit foe. Let's see the opponent's weapon skill. So he's going to go after barbarian, which has a weapon skill of 3, so they need a 4 to hit him. Gets it. It's going to do... If a spider attacks a warrior who is already webbed, the spider... Oh, no. At the start of each roll 1d6 for each webbed warrior and add his strength. If it... Okay, so special rules. So what they're going to do, he hit, so he's going to web him. Not what he needed. He's already webbed, so now the second one's going to roll, and if he hits, it's going to do damage. 5, he does hit our barbarian. It's going to do 1d6 worth of wounds. Well, that's going to be 3 wounds against our warrior, who was at 15 and is now down to 12. Next, big fella's gonna, the super big fella's gonna try to hit, and his weapon skill is a 4, so this is gonna need a 4 again to hit. Why, boy, why do we hit every time for them, right? 4, so it hits, so it's gonna web him. Another web, awesome. Doink. So he's done. And then our 1, so does not web our friend here, our elf. So now we are going to roll. Okay, 1d6. Let's see what we do here. For power. Okay, power 6. That's going to help big time. Let's see if we can actually get something done here. All right, so now to break free of the web, okay, so we're going to roll, and that's going to give us, okay, so he breaks free of the web, and now he attacks. He's already killed 2, so we're going to add 2 to that. 6, so he's going to go berserk. All right, let's see if that helps. He's going to roll. They have a toughness of 2. Oh, a weapon skill of 2. So that means he needs a 3 or better. 5. So that's going to kill, well, basically, because they only have wound. Yeah, 6. That's going to kill another one. So it's up to 3 spiders he killed. Now he's going to attack this one. Okay. Got him. Let's see what that does. Yep. He's dead. So that's 4. And that's his turn. Big dog here. He's going to test his strength. Is it his strength? Yeah, strength plus. Okay, that's a 5. So that's plus 3 is 8. So he breaks out of his web, and he's going to attempt to hit him now. No, misses. Unbelievable. He's pinned. All right, so he is going to attack the spider here. 2, so he's got it. It's D6 plus 3. Okay, got him. So our elf was able to kill the final baby spider. All right. And then we have a fireball that's going to go into there. And that's going to be D6 plus 2. 5 is 7. Subtract 2 for his toughness. So that's going to be 5 wounds, which is going to bring him down to 9. But unfortunately, our main spider is going to attack here. Happy holidays, Pete. How are you? 1. So he misses. All right, let's go to our power phase. 5. Oh, that's good. Our barbarian's going to move up and take a swing at the big fella here. Needs a 3. No, misses completely. I forgot to check for berserk. Hold on. Well, 2 plus 4 is 6. So he does get a berserk. So the first hit misses. Second hit misses as well. Our dwarf, who has not hit yet, misses. Unbelievable. Our elf, can he hit? No. Our wizard, who's doing all the heavy lifting here. 4, that's going to be a hit. Oh no, he automatically, we're doing fireball again because we have five things. So it's 1d6 plus 2 is 6, subtract 2, so that's going to be 4 more. So that's going to bring it down to 5. All right, so now Spider in the monster phase is going to go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to go after the dwarf. He's going to attack the dwarf. 3. He needed a 4. Nope. All right. So we go back. The barbarian. He's got 4 kills. 2. That's 6. He's going to go berserk, so he's going to get 2 attacks. 2 is a miss. And 6 is a hit. He's going to hit. Then he's going to do d6 plus 4. Wow, that's 5. Subtract their toughness of 2. That's going to be 3. So our spider is down to 2 hits. Our dwarf is going to go. Let's see if he can get a hit finally. 4, he does. And add 1 plus his strength of 3 plus the axe is 7. Subtract their toughness of 2. 5. That's going to kill our spider. Phew. What a battle that was. Everybody took a beating there. The nice thing about it is, and I really suggest as you go through, get some of these baby dice, because some of the enemies have more than 1 wounds, and you can keep track of each individual spider using that. Fortunately, the power phase is what's really helped our guy there. I would have had a 6 for a power phase. So they're going to work their way out, and they're going to think that's pretty incredible. They're going to get a treasure card out of this, and it's going to be bladed boots. The warrior finds an unusual pair of boots that have silhouette blades concealed in the toes. The warrior wearing the boot gains an extra kick attack at -1 to hit, but +1 to his strength. Barbarian and dwarf only. Well, that's going on the barbarian, that's for sure. So as they leave this dungeon, they're wondering why were they sent down here, and why was there nothing why did this necromancer want to be sacrificed? Okay, which it was strange to begin with, and somehow this just isn't over. It isn't over by a long shot. And as our heroes are going to head back to town, sorry for the Batman view, but the other camera just isn't working. So as our heroes head back to town, there's a lot of questions that have to be answered. They were able to get out of here. The spider dropped a key that enabled them to walk out the door. Where was everything to begin with? And why, when he died, did he disappear? And the spiders say he will be back. There's more to this. And we'll be back later in the week where we play this game traditionally, but heading towards what we might find is more answers as we do a settlement phase and we are going to go and possibly go on another adventure if we get the answers that we're looking for. We're going to cash in all our gold, see where we're at, and we're going to improve everybody here. But we're going to find out what's going on, and it's going to take a little bit. So join me later in the week, because we do have other things that we are working on and promised that we were going to play. We're gonna take a look at things. Make sure you check out my podcast that drops every Wednesday. If you haven't, it's Rob's Tabletop World on anywhere that you get podcasts. This week we're going to be talking about a lot of games that came in this week. We've got a lot of reviews. We've got a lot of painting videos that are going up, and we take a look at Army Painter's Speed Paint and how they brought back a game that I was going to get rid of. How did they do that? Well, we'll talk about it in a video later this week. For such a small quest, there was a lot packed into it. Again, I did this from the top of my head. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun, that's for sure. I love this game. The things that you can do with this game, where you can start a story on your own and then work it right into the role-playing book. Work it into, creating a story or how you want to do it. And you can pick any creature from any level. And as your guys get stronger, how are you going to, adapt and change things? Now, next when we play this, we're going to continue on the story. But we're going to play the game more traditionally with the ad rolls. I wanted to do this part to kind of get it going. Let's see if the story works, if it's fun, if it's something that you guys enjoy seeing and have fun with. Until next time, it is your old pal Rob. I hope you guys enjoyed this and the Batman view. We'll see you soon. We'll make sure the other stupid camera's working when we do it. What can I tell you? So much for... Not that we needed a face cam. The sequel plays differently. Okay, let me just make sure. Well, happy holidays to everybody. And we will talk to you soon. Until next time, it's your old pal Ron. We'll see you soon, everybody.